Hello friends, in this video tutorial let us see how to create SSRS report with cascading parameters. Okay, so let's go to SSDT. Now we will use, there is a copy paste a report that we have developed in one of our earlier video tutorials. Okay, that is parameter from query. Okay, that is a report having dynamic values for parameters coming from a query. Okay, so let's copy and let's paste this report. Okay, so let us rename this report as cascading parameters. Okay, so now let us understand what this report is doing. Okay, so this report has got one parameter called region. The data values are coming from database query. Okay, and once we select the value of the parameter, then as per the value of the parameter, data is displayed on the report. Okay, and it is a single value parameter. It doesn't have facility to accept more than one value for the parameter. Okay, now right now we are viewing data based on the region. What if we want to view data for a particular region and a country? Okay, that is, what if we want to see data only of France or of only Germany? Then we will require extra parameter called country. So let us go and add that parameter. Okay, so let's go to data set. Now let's first of all add a data set for the country. So let's call it as dset country, right? And let us select data source 1, select distinct country from total sale. Okay, so data set for country is ready. Now we need to go to the master data set, which is pulling all the records from the database table, and we need to introduce an additional parameter. So let's call it as and country equal to @country. So we are adding one more parameter called country. So now if you go to parameters, this country parameter has been added. But now the nature of these two parameters is such that based on the region we require values of the country. That is, if region selected is Europe, then only France and Germany should be populated in this particular country parameter drop down box. Okay, and countries of other continents or other regions should not be populated. So hence what we need to do is, in the query for which gets the data for this country parameter, we need to add a where clause. So where region is equal to @region. That is, we want to filter the data of country such that it has only those country names which is having region value as same as the parameter region value. This @region is the parameter region. Okay, so now these two data sets for the two drop down box for parameters are now interlinked, they are connected, and such drop down boxes for parameters are called cascading parameters. Okay, so now these two parameters are now interconnected. So now let's go and have some properties set for the country parameter also. Okay, so we want the values to come from query. What is the query? We want to come from ds country. Okay, so now let's go and preview the report. So we can see that by default nothing is shown because default value for region parameter is Asia, but we require an additional parameter to get the data for the report. So let us select the second parameter called country. Now it is very important to see as the region parameter is Asia, only the two countries in our database table which are belonging to Asia region are shown. Okay, so then we can select India and see the data only for India. If we select Japan, we will see data only for Japan. Okay, now if we change the parameter to Europe, then if we click country parameter, then automatically it has got refreshed, and the country parameter now has got two values, France and Germany. Okay, So which means the country parameter is dependent on the region parameter and it gets auto refresh. Such parameters are called cascading parameters. Okay, and then we can select the values, different values for the cascading parameters, and get the desired data for our report from the table. Okay, so I hope friends this video tutorial on cascading parameters is useful to you. Thank you.